Legends Bay comes your way from Atlanta, Georgia, and we talked about it.
All right, welcome back
At the quarterback position
to Atlanta, Georgia.
makes this season that much more exciting. Here's Ryan McGee. Put it all together for you.
We love to label college football seasons as the year of the QB. This season in the SEC, let's call it the year of the QB1, but also the year of the QB TBD. The QB1s, we know. We know that DJ Lagway went 6-1 as a starter and helmed the Gators midseason 180. We know that Lenora Sellers is mad about what he believes was only a handful of plays that kept South Carolina out of the CFP. We know that Garrett Nussmeier can sling, and after 5 years in Baton Rouge, is ready for a ring. We know that Diego Pavia is capable of leading Vandy to victory on any given Saturday. And we know that Arch Manning is, well, we know he's a man. We've known about Ty Simpson for 4 years, but is he ready for prime Tuscaloosa time? Because we also know about Keelan Russell, the 5-star freshman who arrived in January. We know Bo Pibula as a Nittany Lion. Now he's a Missouri Tiger. We know John Mateer, but not as a Sooner. We know Jackson Arnold, but as a Sooner, not an Auburn Tiger. We know that when Taylor Green looks good, the Hogs look great, but we also know he can be inconsistent. And we most definitely know that Rocky Top became the capital of, let's call it, QB question. Nico Alvaleven for UCLA has been replaced by Joey Aguilar, who had transferred from Appalachian State to UCLA before Nico arrived and opened up the Tennessee roster spot that Aguilar grabbed. So, QB1s, QB TBDs, and QB merry-go-rounds. We have it all, even if we aren't precisely sure yet what we do have with SEC QBs in 2025.
As only Ryan McGee can, he says it so well. 7 quarterbacks who either entered last season as a starter or started the majority of games for their respective teams return this year. Taylor Green at Arkansas, Florida's DJ Lagway, Garrett Nussmeier at LSU, and Vanderbilt's Diego Pavia are back. Marcel Reed started 8 games for Texas A&M last year. Lenora Sellers emerged as an elite playmaker for South Carolina. And Blake Shapen started the first 4 games for Mississippi State before being sidelined for the season by a shoulder injury. He returns. Greg, you told us, well, first of all, let's see Diego Pavia walking in. He's got the glasses on the back of the head. He's got the chain going. He's got the bow tie. This guy, I'm actually really excited to see what he says at the podium because he always says something interesting, and maybe more than just one thing, right? He's got a lot to say. He's not shy about it.
No, he doesn't care. That's why we love him. He does not care.
Like we're going to have to change over. There's going to be, an improvement on this set, at least at the host position in just a little bit. I'm going to be really dialed in, though, to see what he has to say. I wish we were here to comment on it. You guys may be here. I won't be. All right, you said earlier about Garrett Nussmeier being the leader of the pack for you, but let's dive in a little bit further to the DJ Lagways of the world, Diego Pavia. What do you see out of Taylor Green, Lenora Sellers, and what should we know about this elite group of quarterbacks, Rick?
Well, I think that right now Nussmeier is the most established returning starter in the SEC, but I think you can make a strong argument that John Mateer, based on what he accomplished last year at Washington State, might actually be coming off the best season, which is pretty dang impressive when you take that into account. Now, he brings over his offensive coordinator, Ben Arbuckle from Washington State. There's a lot of familiarity there. When I watch this young man, he reminds me a lot, frankly, of Baker Mayfield. He runs like Baker Mayfield. He's more powerful, I think, as a runner than he is a guy that's going to finesse his way to big carries. But his legs make all the difference, man. And he's got great comfort within the system. He also has an outstanding supporting cast. If there's one thing we know, Ben, you cannot play quarterback by yourself. I really like some of the weapons that they've added on the perimeter while also bringing in Jaden Ott from Cal, who is an extremely productive running back getting downhill. So I think John Mateer is a guy that right now is still really flying under the radar when it comes to SEC fans because they've never seen him play at this level of football, but they better get ready to hear a lot and a lot of good things from the Sooners quarterback this year.
Yeah, we did that whole list of all those quarterbacks. Greg had to go off the list. I like that. It's a good point, though.
Of course.
Better season than a lot of those guys. Go ahead, Ben.
I think you bring up a good point about Mateer, though, and I will say this before I talk about the Pavia party, is the fact that you're able to bring in the offensive coordinator with the quarterback, I think, is huge. A lot of times we look at a quarterback's talent and we say this guy has this ability, he has that ability. But if you're not able to understand the system or you don't have the comfortability in the system, then it's really all for naught how talented you are. But you saw Diego Pavia. I want to know what he's going to say here. But one thing about this young man, Paul, is that he was dynamic last year. Like, he put people on notice. The dude beat the #1 team in the country. And he not only is skilled on the football field, he's also skilled in court, because he went to court and said, I'm going to get another year of eligibility. This guy can run the football 800 yards last year, scored 8 times on the ground. And you talk about weapons, Greg. You know, Eli Storage is a guy at tight end. I think he's the most dynamic tight end in the country, quite frankly. He's got receivers. And also, you know, there's a bit of a moxie and a confidence now, I think, with Vanderbilt that there wasn't before Pavia. Him and his brothers have actually become quite the movement in college football.
I agree with you on both. I'm most intrigued by DJ Langwood because we don't know that much. We know the upside, we know the talent, we know what we've seen. We know that had he been in there healthy last year, Florida season would have been even more spectacular. But what we don't know is the offseason. And everybody has a friend. Greg has more than all of us. Notable people. But what is his health? That's a hard thing for us to go down there and say, hey, let's find out exactly what's been going on there. But if he is healthy, then Florida is one of those schools that we have to put in the CFP conversation. If he continues to have nagging injuries, if maybe they missed a moment, maybe something should have happened in the offseason that didn't, then it could go the other way. He is that important to that school.
Yeah, we see Florida tomorrow, I believe. Hey, what about Arch Manning? Wait, this whole thing, nobody did.
I'm amazed. Like, the most interesting guy, and I think Paul has already prepared the gold jacket bust for not just this Hall of Fame, but Canton for Arch. I think Arch is a phenomenal talent. I can't wait to watch him. I'm so excited. I think college football fans are excited. Now it's about, all right, he's had the expectations to go on campus. This has gone perfectly for Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah.
He's been able to fly under the radar. He's been able to learn from a veteran. He's been able to hone his own skills. He's been able to get more physically mature. And now it's his show. And he's going to have all the access points that you need to run this offense at a really high level. So I think his mobility, his ability to throw the ball down the field, and I also think just how smart he is, having learned from day one from Steve Sarkisian how to play this position within this offense. I'm very, very encouraged and excited to see what he can do.
By the way, don't worry, Texas fans. Your team's going to take center stage a little sooner. It's just been all about LSU and South Carolina so far today, as it should be. And coming up next, we've got more LSU as Brian Kelly, the head coach of the LSU Tigers. That's him looking at us. There we go. There's a nice wave, Coach. We can't wait to have you up here on the set. That's just around the corner. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back from Atlanta.
See you on the other side. Don't you go anywhere.